of today's Californian Zephyr ride. So if you've missed part one, just look for Californian Zephyr, San Francisco to Reno. If you've already watched it, then let's just continue the journey. Now pulling out of Reno. Not the most scenic view at this part, and they were back on the track, just by the side of the track. Literally there were lots of tents with homeless people in. So just about 10 minutes outside now of Reno, and the view is improving. So the lady from the dining car came round a little while ago to book us in for dinner. I've plumped for 5:30, which is about 30 minutes away, but I'm feeling quite anxious after my experience at lunchtime. I did say to her, I'm vegetarian and I've got intolerances, so I can't have anything off the 3-course menu, which with a free glass of alcohol if you want it, or soft drink. If you're in coach, it's $45. Now there's only one vegetarian meal on there, and that's a pasta dish, so I can't have that. So I have explained that I've got intolerances, I'm vegetarian. Is there any way is the vegetarian burger from the lunch menu, is that gluten-free? And can I have it with some of the vegetables? And she kind of looked at me and like, is it already packaged up in a little package? Said yeah, but she did say come along to the dining room and we can sort something out when we get there. But hopefully they'll be nicer than they were. Some of the staff are really nice. It was just one or two that were a bit abrupt, and the guy downstairs in coach 6 today is really lovely in like the snack shop. I could only have some really salty crisps, so that's okay. I've got lots of snacks with me. Julia taught me well, because I'm fed up with being hungry on trains. So thank you, Julia, for teaching me to take snacks with me and be prepared. And thank you, Eileen, for stocking me up. I didn't do all on my own. It's amazing how different it is here, just literally over the border from California to Nevada. It's just completely different. Still very pretty though, all the rock colours. So dinner was actually okay. I had a vegetarian burger with a jacket potato, and Griffin, our steward, has turned down our beds. She's quite cute. So I'm going to get my PJs on and sit here, watch the world go by. All in my PJs. I was just talking to some people at dinner, and there is only one train a week from Cincinnati to Washington DC, and it goes really early on a Sunday morning, which was what I thought. I thought there might be another one I haven't found, but apparently there is a train directly from Chicago to Washington DC. I was thinking I might have to fly that part because I'm going to Chicago then Cincinnati, but what I could do is get a train back from Cincinnati to Chicago and then out to Washington DC. So that's just another little thought of something that I might do, future planning. Oh my god, I think that vegetarian burger definitely had gluten in. People often say to me, what happens to you when you have gluten? There's a number of things. I do start to feel really sick. Over a number of days, my joints ache. I found out I was dairy and gluten intolerant when I was in hospital for 10 days with an inflamed and ulcerated bowel, purely caused by gluten and dairy. But right now, I feel more pregnant than Gabs. This is just one symptom of things that happen to me. I'm all bloated. But I did have a lovely picture, or a lovely scan from a pregnant lady earlier today. Of my little grandbaby, due on the 17th of September. So, for now, I'm going to sit here rubbing my belly, but it's not because I'm going, oh, little baby. feels like it. Here's tonight's quandary. If you get travel sick travelling backwards and you have to face forwards, which way do you lay round? Feet first or head first? Well, I suppose it really matters because you're not looking out at the view, are you? Or the horizon. But I figure I'll find out. So I was just drifting off and there was a jolt as the train came to a stop. And we're here in Winnemucca. I tried to resist coming out for some air and I thought I'll come out and try and get a connection, but I wasn't successful. So now I'm wide awake. So just while I'm awake and while I think about it, this is the width of the bed. You could actually get 2 medium-sized-ish people in here doing like a reverse spoons topping and tailing, but that would be about it. Although I think if my tummy carries on growing, even that might be hanging over the bed in the morning. I'm trying really hard not to take my last sleeping tablet. I've taken, that would be my 4th one since I left Bali on Thursday, and we're now Monday. Really don't want to get in the habit of taking sleeping tablets. Because you know, I'm off the alcohol, I'm off the cigarettes, I'm off the sugars, I'm on a new addiction. But we've got about 6 hours to our next stop at Salt Lake City, which will take us, I think it'll be about 3 AM or something like that. I don't know if you can hear though, he's still bibbing his horn. And they keep doing announcements over the tunnelway and I can't turn it off. I mean, they just came to tell us the cafe car's open really loudly. So I think I'm gonna have to relent and give in and take a sleeper, just so I can at least get a little bit of sleep. Otherwise I'm gonna arrive in Colorado pretty exhausted.
That is where
He just woke us up. It's 10 to 10. So night time hours will be starting at 10. And they will go until 7 AM. So yeah.
Or for any reason you're
let's try again if it finishes talking.
electronic devices.
Well, good morning from Utah. My 3rd state in the last 24 hours and my 8th time zone in 6 weeks. I left home 6 weeks ago today. And what a beautiful morning it is. I think if you're not in a rush to get anywhere, then this is the way to travel across America. A plane is cheaper and quicker, but it's not as much fun. I've been on here nearly 24 hours and it really doesn't feel like it. You just walk around. I've had a fairly good sleep. I've had a good breakfast, which is $20 if you're in coach, and probably the best meal and worth it. And my stomach is finally going down.
the footage on this trip, and we haven't even begun yet.
We're now in the Ruby Canyon, which you can only access by train. Look at that. Wow. Now out of Ruby Canyon, and we are now in Colorado. Next stop is about 20 minutes away, which is Grand Junction, which can have a little bit of a fresh air stop. And the crew changed quite regularly on here. Actually changed at Reno, that was WA, what's it call it, place, Salt Lake City, and here. And are we still on mountain time? Yes, we are still on mountain time, so no time zone. So Grand Junction next, and then the one after that will be my one. I was able to get a spot in the observation coach as we went through Ruby Canyon, which was incredible. Got talking to a lovely guy called Clint, who is from Chicago, so has told me the places to go, the best place for pizza, and they do gluten-free Illuminati or something like that. I'll keep an eye out. Downtown for the architecture, which is my sort of thing, and an art museum. So I'm looking forward to getting there and doing that, but right now it's Colorado. Just stopped here for some fresh air. If you've booked special assistance and help with your baggage, then all you need to do is come through from your ticket and look for this. That's what I learned at the other station anyway. One more stop before mine. It's been a lovely journey. I've really enjoyed it, and I'd like to give special thanks to Boo, who was a great tour guide on the train, told me about the trains, the train history, the spots to look out for, what side of the train to go. That was really good. And to Clint for talking to me about Chicago and keeping me company through the Ruby Canyon. I'd also like to thank Brian and Soraya and Bernie and Ellen for keeping me company during my meals, and anybody else who stopped to talk to me or was at mealtime whose names I didn't get. Some people stopped to talk to say, I like your tattoos, I love your tattoos, and that's a great conversation opener. So I've had some great conversations. I'm sorry I didn't get your names, but I hope you'll have a safe onward journey, and I'd just like to thank you for making my journey much easier, because this girl does struggle with anxiety, and she struggles to interact with other people that aren't on her camera or who she doesn't know. So thank you. I'm now sitting here second guessing myself, so apologies if I got anybody's name wrong. It's not personal, I just have problems retaining information. It repairs on the way. Can't fit a good old mallet. Oh, it's very noisy up here. I hope I can hear the whistle to get back on. I hope I don't miss my train. We're a little bit delayed because of technical problems. They're trying to sort something out. I've just had a little scoot along, so actually first class is the carriage right in front of my one. And the difference is you don't have a room on the opposite side of the train, so you can look out of your window or you can look out of the window on the side of the train. And the rooms obviously must be a bit bigger as well. I just finished that last video and I thought, where's my empty bottle of my half-drunk bottle of water? There's two brand new ones there. And realised I wasn't sitting on my seat and I was in someone else's cabin. being a grumpy old woman now. I've just been up to the viewing car, and you could probably hear that taco something bell or whatever that they were playing. And I know kids have to play, but it's a viewing car, and they're just sitting there playing cards. They're not viewing anything, and they say right at the beginning of this journey there's not enough room, so just take it in turns, go and do your viewing and then come out. But I've noticed there's a few people that sit up there with laptops in the morning, and that's where they stay, and then we've got kids using the table playing, and so it's not very peaceful up there right now. So I've come back to my room. The river is on the other side, so I can't see that, but actually I'd just rather have the peace and quiet because I'm being a grumpy old moo. Just a few minutes outside of Glenwood Springs now, so nearly at my stop, running a little bit late, just about 20 minutes or so. Apparently there's lots of history here. Doc Holliday is buried near here. This is where Ted Bundy escaped from before he finally got arrested again and prosecuted. Here we are. And there's Sarah. I'm chasing after my case. I came out the wrong way because we've come the other side, so I went all the way up there and realised I had to go all the other way. But actually, I've got to go up here. I've lost Sarah now already. We've had a hug. She came running up to get all my bags from me. I've had to go and get my bag. Oh, there she is. I had to go and get my bag, and she's gone the other way. But she's looking at me going, where's she gone? So this is me for the next 5 nights at the foot of Mount Cypress, or as the locals call her, Mother Cypress. And this is who I'm spending my time with. Hi! Lovely Sarah, also known to this missus as many, and one of the sober baddies. And the other sober baddie will be here too on Friday. Yay! And if you want to listen to any of their podcasts, check out www.sobertownpodcast.com, where you'll hear loads of podcasts, including them and moi, and much, much more. Ta-da for now!